Alright. Hi everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and I am back to do stuff on our channels and streams again. So we'll go into what the hell happened, and once we get VCD started here. I was trying to think of a game to play that wouldn't be too heavy. And this is pretty much what I came up with. I'll make sure that we're streaming properly. Okay, we got it on OBS, and yes, we are. Perfect. Okay. So what about YouTube? YouTube is live, and there we go. Okay. So, it's been an interesting couple of weeks, to say the least. So about, I would say 14 days ago or something. It was like right at the end of February, the last couple of weeks of February. I got sick as hell. Some sort of bronchitis thing going on. Something that's been spreading around down here in Phoenix pretty heavily. And it pretty much knocked me out for 2 weeks. I'm just now barely starting to get kind of back to feeling healthy. I've now, actually it's been since probably Sunday I felt well enough to maybe do some streaming, but I wanted to wait a little bit longer because I'm still occasionally having fits of coughing and hacking and really nasty crap. So, let's go ahead and do this one. Small map lasts about an hour. We're going to be streaming for about an hour or so. But yeah, so everything's kind of just been thrown all the hell out of whack because of that. I haven't been doing any recording for Chrono Cross because of it. I haven't. Alien invasion, subsequent cleansing of all life forms. Blah blah blah. Premature entrenchment. Oh, wow. Wow. This one could be really annoying. Low gravity situation here. How come there's like no blood just like hovering in midair? Oh, because there is. I think that's blood. Yeah, I think that's blood right there. But wow, this is going to be interesting. Oh, this is the, wow, seriously? The friggin' incinerators on the ceiling? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. But yeah, this is going to be friggin' insane trying to get body parts up there to incinerate them. But yeah, so, no clue when I'm going to be able to get things back to where they were before in terms of like, where's the, looking for the banger. But I don't see it. It should be in this box over here. Okay, that helps. Not. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe just a couple of weeks. Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and start cleaning stuff up. I could see this being so annoying. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, this is gonna be like hell on earth. There's gotta be a space where the gravity's still fine. Well, I guess there doesn't have to be anything. I mean, it's just like you tap it and it goes flying all over. No, this map's not going to be good. I'm going to leave. Let's do a different map. That one's like insane. Alright, we'll do that one instead. It's another small map. Actually, a little bit shorter, too. Okay, so... Ah, come on. Stop doing that. There we go. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even know you could do that, actually. Or maybe I forgot that you could. Yeah, so I'm going to try and get back to recording. It's yeah, kind of difficult because I don't have much time during the mornings as I'm trying to get a lot of rest. That and stuff's been happening at work that's been not very good. That I've been having to deal with. Sometimes going in early to deal with. But yeah, I'll see if I can't get back onto the horse, as it were. And get things moving along again. Really, you should be doing this after you pick up all the body parts, but... I'm not even really doing this seriously. It's just, you know, something to stream for a while. I thought about streaming a couple different games. Thought about streaming Shadow of War. But then I decided to hold off on that because I don't need to be dealing with any BS claims on the first stream I do when I get back after being sick. Been getting enough of those from some random company that I guess has taken over the rights from Bandai or something for some of their games. I forget what the name of it. It's Victor something, like Victor Industries Inc. or something. It's been flagging a lot of my Xeno Saga videos. kind of pisses me off, but I'm not going to do anything about it. If they want to do that, they can do that. Oh, somebody had some fun over here. Jeez. There's blood on the ceiling. This is like one of the most messed up games. I mean, not really, but at the same time, yes. And it's like, do you want to be an extreme cleanup janitor? Well, this is a game for you. This is like what happens at the end of every shooter or something. If you know the levels and what you did on them persisted, this is what, you know, somebody would come through the levels and like clean them up. It's like, you know, can imagine like what would happen in Doom if this kind of situation actually happened after you finished playing it. Kind of annoying here is that there's like centers of these decals that you have to hit. Oh Jesus, body parts up there. I'll have to bring the thing around. The lift over here. Anyway, yes, I thought about streaming Shadow of Mordor. Or Shadow of War. Middle Earth Shadow of War. Then I thought, decided not to do that then. I thought maybe do Gem Crafting Chasing Shadows. Or Gemcraft 2 Chasing Shadows. And thought again about doing that because that's a little bit more, it's a little bit heavier than what I wanted to do. Same thing with like the Arbillions. Just want something kind of low-key. I mean, maybe not relaxing, as it were, but something not too heavy. Just kind of ease back into it a bit. At least as unheavy as cleaning up mounds and mounds and buckets full of blood off the walls is, or can be. No, needless to say, I got a lot of catching up done during those 2 weeks. I watched through the entirety of the first 2 seasons of The Expanse again, and then finished watching the 3rd season. I watched maybe 2 episodes live, you know, as they were being aired. But I didn't watch the entire season. So I did that, and it seems like it's going to a really interesting place in the next season. God, it's dead. Thankfully, Amazon has saved it. I'll never forget a Sci-Fi for canceling it. Though, in a way, I'm actually grateful to them because now the show's going to get a lot more probably. Well, I'm thinking they're gonna get a lot more funding than they would have otherwise because we're talking about Amazon here. So they'll probably end up having better effects. The third season effects, special and visual effects, were kind of cheesy at times. Like the whole really low quality CGI of the boosters on the Naboo, for example. Or not, was that? Yeah, that was on the Naboo. That was season 2. Not 3. Still, it started back there with that. Sci-Fi stopped putting so much money into the visual effects budget, I think. Or they were saving it for other things. But still, yeah. The third season kind of, kind of got back some of what the first season had that they lost in the second season. That kind of, that feeling of like, what the hell are we looking at kind of thing. Especially when, crap. Can't recall his name at the moment. The main character goes into that core thing with Miller, or what is purporting to be showing himself to the main character as Miller. Alright, there's some more blood up here. Oh jeez, what the heck? Over there too. Crap, and over there. Oh, it's all over the place up there. We're doing a lot of work on the lift here. Okay. Great. This thing hasn't shot out any body parts yet. That kind of sunk into the ground a bit, didn't it? Okay. So I'm going to switch over to... Oh, there's a... Interesting. Got a clean bucket there too. Okay. Height assisted relocation mechanism. Harm. Damn. Cannot quite reach that one. Ah, come on. jammed again. Ah. Alright. Gotta bring it over there too. No, so I caught up on that. I also started watching Rome. Didn't get too far into that. It's interesting, but it didn't hold my attention for that long. I really can't explain why though, because it's subject matter I'd be interested in normally. I think it was just too plotty. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best way to explain it. Holy crap. It looks like there's still some over there. I think I got it that time. Let's see. Rewatched the last 3 seasons of Breaking Bad. Oh no, I think it was the last season and a half actually. I think I've gotten through most of it. What else did I start? Okay, I hadn't got that yet. Good. Now I did. I actually started rewatching Grimm now. If you haven't watched Grimm before, all the seasons are on Prime now. It is a very awesome show. That's basically a series based on the Grimm's Brothers tales, which is basically the unsanitized version of all the fairy tales we have. And they're fully gory and adult-ish glory. So it's kind of amazing how tame we've made them, so that they're suitable for, you know, kids' fairy tales. It's a pretty good story. Overall, I hope they... I'm not sure if they... I think it is set up for another season, but I don't know if they actually renewed it or not. I'll have to check that out. The last I knew, they ended the last season on a... not really a cliffhanger so much as like a to be continued. Grimm is one of these shows where the showrunners and writers just have a set of cojones on them. I think it was at the end of season 1, maybe it was 2. There's this like particular thing that brews between the main character and his boss. The main character is a police detective in Portland, Oregon, in the Portland, Oregon Police Department, and his boss is the captain. Also happens to be one of the main pro/antagonists. It's complicated. During some seasons, he's a protagonist, and during others, he's an antagonist. But it's like there's just like this coming to a head building up between them over the first and maybe second seasons. At the end of the second season, when I think it's the police captain realizes that the main character's onto him or something. At the end of it, it says, "Sorry, see you next season," or something to that effect. First time I saw it, I was like, what the... Because it's just like, you just don't see that kind of screwing around with the fan base that much. Deliberately. It just doesn't happen very often. I mean, they leave it on a literal cliffhanger. They literally set up the confrontation, have the characters actually going to have the confrontation, and then at the very last second, cuts to a black screen with white text that just says "sorry" on it or something similar to that. It's just so hilarious. But yeah, no, it's a pretty good show. It gets a little more mystical towards the last couple of seasons, but that's kind of where it was heading anyway. I'm not sure if that's directly tied into anything, as far as with the Grimm fairy tales or not, or if it's something that they cooked up for the show, but it's pretty cool. What else? Trying to think of anything else I watched. Didn't really do too much gaming, mainly because I just couldn't be arsed to get into anything. Kind of like some of what's happened with the streaming. It's just I couldn't be arsed to get back into streaming until recently. I'm not going to be streaming as much as I did before. Like, I'm not going to stream something every day. But at least not yet. But I'm going to try and at least get back to recording Chrono Cross. I don't even know where I am in terms of like the number of parts that I have like available to upload. That's how far out of it I am. It's gonna take me a while to kind of get everything back to where it needs to be. Ah, crap. So I was worried about just dropping one of these things. Smearing blood all over again. I'm only interested in the body parts right now. I'd go for what can make the most mess. Crumpled pieces of paper and Chinese carryout containers can't smear blood all over the place when you kick them or step on them. So whatever can make the most mess, that's what I go for first. That's why I clean up the pools of blood first. Technically, it makes more sense to pick this stuff up before you do that, but, and there's the big but about that. If you walk through pools of blood, you start tracking it around, and the footprints, and you have to clean up the footprints too. So it's just, point of preference really, what you want to do first. I've gotten pretty... I gotta make sure I don't smash this on the ground. So don't want to drop everything out onto the floor and make a huge mess. I caught it. So now, since we're right here next to it, I'm just going to pick up these body parts around here if I can grab them. I'm just going to throw them into the furnace here. The bigger pieces anyway. I'm not going to take individual like intestines into there. These bigger chunks though. There's actually no full bodies. I just realized. Interesting. Whatever happened here was pretty thorough. Okay, it's all smaller stuff. Okay, we got a thing over here. A hazard bucket. Biohazard bucket. Ah, crap. Now we're gonna have spillages here and there. That's how it goes in these. Whoa, damn. Or stuff like that from the physics engine kind of doing things weirdly, and that one was on me. I can see some footprints now. Nothing can do about it though. It is what it is at this point. Huh, I did miss something. Thought I saw something from back there, I wasn't sure what it was, so. This is pretty full. Let's go ahead and toss this. Well, I think we'll probably end the stream now. It's been about an hour. Not much really more to do here, except more of the same. So thanks for watching the stream. Again, I don't know when the next time we'll do any streaming will be. I'm just going to try and focus on getting footage recorded for Chrono Cross at the moment. Then once that's kind of far enough ahead or completed, either could happen. I may end up completing it, trying to get ahead. Then I'll start doing some more streaming again. As far as Discian Void is concerned, that's getting pushed back again. I'll have to see when I'm gonna actually do that. It'll probably be now at the end of April. I'll probably push for back another month for the update, just so I can get more stuff done. Hopefully I can get the issues at work sorted out permanently and that won't be such a hamper either. So, thanks for watching. Hope you found the stream interesting at least. Comments or questions, you can leave them below. If you're watching on YouTube afterwards. If you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. And I will, well, I'll have to get out of this first, but I will see you next time once I stop the stream. That save, yes it did. Okay. Let the mess fester. Yes, let it fester. Alright, so I will probably, next time you probably see anything from me, it'll probably be uploads for Chrono Cross this Thursday, maybe. Let me go check that out first real quick here. F. Renders Chrono Cross. No, new renders Chrono Cross. And then 216. Okay, so I have, looks like I have 4 videos that already, actually it's 1, 2, 3, 4, actually it's 5. No, is it or is it not? It can't be right. No, it's 4, it is 5. Well, that's strange, so I must have numbered these wrong then. So it says 85 to 94. That should be 95 then. So I have 5 parts ready to go. We have up to 90 on YouTube now. So if we got 5 here and we're up to 90 on YouTube, then that means it should be 95. So I do have enough for this week. So okay, that's good. But still, I need to get ahead. I'm right on the cusp of not having any footage. So. Okay, that's good to know though. So there will be videos uploaded on Thursday. And maybe this weekend I'll do some more streaming. What I'll stream, I don't know. It'll be something though. Maybe Stardew Valley, or maybe maybe I'll stream Shenmue 1. We'll just have to see what happens. But again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.